Hello, welcome back to another breaking news update. My name is Jimmy Boyd, and you were watching Boyd News. I want to thank you so much for tuning in today. I've got a very big report coming out from Russia that I want to brief you all on. We're going to be talking about Russia's Ust-Luga shipping port, and this is a major port located in the Leningrad region of Russia, close to St. Petersburg. A new report just breaking today, you can see here on your screen. Oil flows reportedly pause at Russia's vital Ust-Luga shipping port. Oil flows through Russia's Baltic Sea port of Ust-Luga appear to pause, backing up Kyiv's claims of a successful drone strike on the Andreapol oil pumping station on January 29th. Okay, so this was actually just yesterday, and I apologize. I actually missed this information. So, yesterday during our update video for the Russia Ukraine war, we talked a lot about two major strikes inside of Russia. The major oil refinery in Nizhny Novgorod, about 800 kilometers away from the Ukrainian border. Then we also talked about the 23rd GRAU arsenal in the Ver region that was reportedly attacked. Well, apparently I missed some information and I wanted to update you guys on this now. As in the same region of Russia in the Ver region, we have a city called Andreapol, or a town, I guess you could call it. And nearby there was an oil pumping station that Ukraine reportedly attacked and destroyed. Okay, so that was some very big news that unfortunately I missed yesterday, but now I want to give you guys that update, let you know about that attack. And then also, apparently, this Andrea oil pumping station is connected to a major pipeline that runs from Bryansk all the way up to the Leningrad region and reportedly runs to this Ust-Luga shipping port. And this may indicate that the attack on this oil pumping station had a lot to do with the shutdown or the pause of the oil flows at this port. So let me show you all these details today. We're going to go ahead and jump right into this. First, I want to briefly go over this report of this attack yesterday on this oil pumping station. We'll go over this article just real quick, and then we'll jump on over and talk about the oil flows over there at the vital Ust-Luga port for Russia. So this on Newsweek. Russian missile arsenal, oil facility hit by Ukrainian drones, says reports. Okay, this came out yesterday, January 29th, 2025. Okay, so it talks about this missile arsenal. That's the 23rd GRAU arsenal. Then this oil facility is going to be the Andreapol oil pumping station that we're going to talk about. And it says right here, Ukrainian drones hit an oil pumping station and a missile arsenal in Russia's Ver region during an overnight operation, Kyiv intelligence sources told news outlets on Wednesday. Reuters reported an unnamed source in Ukraine's security service, or SBU, shared details with the news about agency about the strike. The English language Kiev Post newspaper and the Kiev Independent online outlet also reported Ukrainian intelligence officials spoke with them about the attack. The assault on the Andreapol oil pumping station reportedly caused a fire as well as a leak of oil products. Meanwhile, a string of explosions broke out following the strike on the missile storage site, according to reports. It says here recent drone attacks carried out on Russian territory have highlighted vulnerabilities in the Russian military's air defenses. Earlier on Wednesday, United Kingdom's Ministry of Defense, or MOD, analyzed two massive drone attacks Ukraine orchestrated on Russian oil depots this month. The MOD concluded its analysis by writing the repeated strikes indicate an increased Ukrainian ability to target Russian infrastructure. So here's a photo of the Ukrainians getting ready to launch a reconnaissance drone. Looks like the Poseidon Reconnaissance Unmanned Aerial Vehicle is the name of that. And it also says here, according to Reuters, a Ukrainian intelligence source said the main pipeline at the Andreapol facility had been temporarily suspended due to damage sustained from the attack. A source within Russia's Transneft oil company, which owns the station, disputed this account to Reuters, saying there were no disruptions to the pipeline. The Andreapol oil facility is part of the Baltic Pipeline System 2, so I'll show you guys the map of this pipeline system. Located approximately 466 miles from the Ukrainian border, the Kyiv Independent reported an SBU source said their drones also targeted one of Russian Defense Ministry's missile arsenals in Ver Oblast. The source said the main weapons warehouse on the site and the three other buildings were hit during the strike. People who live in the region reported hearing over 20 explosions during the incident, as well as talked about evacuations on social media, the Kiev Post reported. The SBU, together with the defense forces, continues to strike military and logistical facilities inside the enemy territory, reducing Russia's capacity to wage war against Ukraine, the Kiev Post reported, an unnamed intelligence source is saying. Okay, so let me note something. So yesterday we had the Andreapol oil pumping station attacked, and then just today I gave you guys an update that we had a major oil pumping station in the Bryansk region that was attacked as well. Okay, so these are two major oil pipelines coming under attack, the Druzhba oil pipeline and this Baltic pipeline system too. Okay, so very, very big news, guys. There is more information on this article, and I will cite it down below in the description for you. You guys are more than welcome to check that out yourself. You can find that in the description of this video. So now let's hop on over to Financial Post, and let me show you this actual report of the oil flow stopping at Ust-Luga. It says here, oil flow through Russia's Ust-Luga appears to pause after attack. Oil flows through Russia's Baltic Sea port of Ust-Luga appeared to pause, backing up Kiev's claims of a successful drone strike on a pumping station. So yeah, it makes a lot of sense, right? If Ukraine is claiming that this oil pumping station, the Andreapol, was completely destroyed or at least damaged to the point where they had to halt operations, it would make sense that now we would hear up at the Ust-Luga port, because this pipeline runs up to the Ust-Luga port. Now all of a sudden they're reporting there's a pause here. So take a look at this. Oil flows through Russia's Baltic Sea port of Ust-Luga appeared to pause, backing up Kiev's claims of a successful drone strike on a pumping station. It would present a significant new supply threat for the global oil market if it were to be confirmed that Ukrainian drone strikes have damaged the pipeline system feeding in Ust-Luga, halting oil shipments from the port for a prolonged period. And it also says here, a person with knowledge of the delivery said that Ust-Luga flows dropped to zero on January 29th. Shipping data seen by Bloomberg indicate a tanker left early Wednesday, although there was a gap in vessel signals after that. Neither provided a reason for the apparent decline, and there could be periods when ships don't load anyway. A Ukrainian security official said on Wednesday that the nation's drones had struck Russia's Andreapol pumping station on the Baltic pipeline system 2, which feeds Ust-Luga, causing the link to halt. They claim a claim couldn't be verified at the time, and the press service of Russia's oil pipeline operator declined to comment by phone on Thursday. The port handled about 650,000 barrels a day of crude last year, or about 20% of Russia's total seaborne flows. Data compiled by Bloomberg show, to put the exports into context, the International Energy Agency anticipates a global supply surplus of about 725,000 barrels a day in 2025. It's still impossible that there are barrels of storage available to load, cushioning the impact of any curtailment. Flows from the port had slumped without explanation in weeks. The timing of that decline coincided with an unspecified and temporary incident happened at the Unetsha pump station to the east of Belarus that was reported by the Belta news agency at the time. Okay, so we don't know for sure if the oil flows over here at the Ust-Luga port are actually directly caused by the Andreapol, but it definitely is suspicious that maybe it is, as this is one of the major pumping stations right before it gets over to these ports, okay, or at least to the Ust-Luga port. It also goes over to, I think, St. Petersburg as well. But let me show you one thing over here real quick on X. I also have a map so you can kind of visually see what I'm talking about here. This is from Evgen Istrebin. On January 29th, Ukraine attacked the Andreapol oil pumping station. Today, Bloomberg writes that oil shipments from the port of Ust-Luga have supposedly been stopped. Okay, so they shared a photo here of this Baltic System 2 pipeline that runs from the Bryansk region. Okay, Ukraine would be further down below the screen that's cut off, but this is the Bryansk region right here. We have the Smolensk region, and then right here in the Ver region, this kind of lightly shaded purple, right here where this circle is at, where the Andreapol pumping station was reportedly attacked. Also in this same area, a little bit southeast, is where the 23rd GREU arsenal was attacked. So it's kind of the same area, not too far away from each other. And then you can see this pipeline system runs all the way up here to this kind of light, I guess like a tannish color, light tan color or yellow up here. This is the Leningrad region. And then we have St. Petersburg up here in this area. And it looks like it splits off into two different sections. It goes over to the Ust-Luga port, which would be located over here next to Lithuania, I believe, or Estonia, actually. And then it also breaks off over here closer to St. Petersburg, okay? So this is very big. I'm not sure if the oil flows had stopped over here in this area, but for sure we're getting reports up at the Ust-Luga shipping port, which is clearly a major port for Russia. They ship lots of oil out of there. We talk about the Ust-Luga port almost every single week, especially with all these cables being cut over here in the Baltic Sea and the Gulf of Finland. So pretty crazy, guys. And this was that initial report from Bloomberg right here that we just talked about. So insane story. Let's see what comes from this. This is barely just breaking now, actually, in the last couple hours at the time that I record this video for you. But we'll see if the oil flows completely stop for a long period of time. It could be possible. And if so, this would possibly indicate that, yes, Ukraine definitely did destroy that major pumping station. And again, just like I told you today, there was a major pumping station for the Druzhba oil pipeline as well in the Bryansk region that was attacked today. So it looks like Ukraine is just smashing Russia's oil industry all over the place. We've had multiple refineries going up in flames over the last week or so. Oil depots being destroyed, double tapped left and right. Now these pumping stations are being attacked. I mean, guys, this is crazy what Ukraine is being able to achieve right now, just smashing Russia's oil industry. So let me know what you think down below. That's going to be it for today's update. If you got something out of this, please smash that like button. Also, if you enjoy my content, please consider subscribing down below. Hit the notification bell. That way YouTube can notify you. And with that, hope you all have a great day. Everybody take care and God bless. And we'll see you in the next one.